boundaries are so much clearer when you have full self-love. Because you can say, I love you. I'm not trying to change you. I'm just not going to live in that same space where it's normal for you to talk to me this way. Right? It's easy to set really clear boundaries that other people get when it comes from a complete place of love, self-love, because it's not criticism. Because you can say it in a way that's not criticism when you love them. Because I don't need to tell you, well, you need to get your stuff together, because how you're talking to me is, I just say, you know what? You're not in a really good space right now, and I love you dearly, but this isn't a productive conversation. So we'll have to have this conversation another time when you're feeling like you're in a better space. Or it's okay to not say anything at all. Send them love in your thoughts and go on about your business. Because sometimes if you say anything at all, you create defense and a negative conversation. You don't have to choose to participate. Somebody's in a bad space and they're yelling at you. But the deal is, it's not silent treatment. You're not walking away and ignoring them when they're being nice. You're walking away until they come back and they say something nice. Are you in a space where we can have a conversation? And if it starts down that path, I love you, gotta go somewhere else, right? Like, you can set boundaries out of love, and you can do it kindly. We don't learn that at first. When we first start setting boundaries, I mean, I know I felt like I had to be angry to set a boundary because I didn't feel like it right. I had to be mad at them to say, no, you can't do that, which isn't as productive, right? Because when it's all said and done, it feels terrible, which is why people keep not setting boundaries and letting people walk all over them. And that's why you can learn, right? And it's because the people you're trying to set boundaries with are people that don't have their own boundaries. Because when you don't have boundaries initially, who you're operating with a lot of times don't have boundaries. That's your closest people around you. That's why the first part is so challenging, because you try to set a gentle boundary and they like plow over it like it didn't even exist, which is why it's so important to understand you don't have to answer that phone. You don't have to answer that text. But you can do it in a way. If you have to put on good music, you have to go interact with somebody that makes you feel good, so you're not stressing about that. Like, find coping skills for that so you can do that, right? Because you can teach somebody to interact with you in a different way without them changing as a person, because you can't change them.